on YouTube. James Prigioni coming to you live from Jersey. It's June 8th. Just hanging out in the middle of the food forest. Just enjoying it. A lot of things are doing well. We had a nice rain past week, so things have really blown up. This is, if you guys haven't watched that much of the channel, this is no watering, no tilling, no fertilizer, no pesticides. I didn't do any compost tea, anything like that. This is just planting a lot of seeds, getting the wood chip mulch, any organic matter you got, and just letting creation and nature just take its way, kind of stepping back and moving in when I need to, like to dress the vines and tie the vines and stuff. Those are kind of things that we do, not really invasive things. We just like to try to plant things in groups, in plant families, in guilds, polycultures, whatever you want to call them, to support each other and support the whole system. Everything works together, and because there's so much diversity in plants, there's a balance in everything, in the natural system of natural order of insects and all different kind of things. And we really love this wood chip mulch and organic matter because this is what gives us the mycorrhizae association, which is so important. I always talk about it. I know I always say it, but that's because it's just so big. Strawberries are doing great. Been eating strawberries. They're everywhere. See them in here. You gotta come out and pick them. Some of them got overripe. They're a little small, but they're good. This one got bit by something. There are many. There's a nice one. So, we did this with Paul Gauchi's method of just, when they got too thick, strawberries, we came in and we threw wood chips over all top of them. This made it so only the young, strong plants came through, and all the plants that came through bore fruit. They all fruit on them because they're the young plants. It's the older plants that you don't get any fruit from, so they're all young plants, so they all are covered in fruit. You can see they just hide the strawberries so well. Sorry guys, just tough doing it with one hand. So things are doing well. Some of the beautiful flowers are coming out. I'm not even sure what kind of flower this is. You guys want to help me identify it? But this isn't any certain gardening method or style. This is just, there's a lot of different people that inspire this way of gardening. For us, when I say us, it's me and my brother who do a lot of this. There's a lot of people who inspired us, and it was like, the permaculture, Masanobu Fukuoka, Paul Gauchi. But when it comes down to it, you can't just copy what everyone does, because your circumstances, what you want to grow, your climate, your soil type, everything is different for you. So what you have to do what caters to what you want and what works well for you. So I think it's smart to learn from all the people who are doing it already. Ben Falk, another one, Jack Spicco, who are doing it and getting success from it. And we should just learn from those people, but also learn from nature, because that's really the teacher really out here. There's a nice head of lettuce here. Some strawberries there. That'd be nice. Sage. Blueberries. So this is all food. These are beans, if you guys remember, if you guys were following along last year. Just right here, I had a bean bush planted and it was doing well. So we said we were going to save seeds from that one because it was doing so great. So we saved the seeds and we planted them right along here. And these are all the bush beans that we saved. So they're just taking off and doing so well. You see cucumbers coming out and doing great. Baked potato plant up there. This is all cilantro going to seed. We love cilantro, so we'll have plantings for the fall. Peas didn't do as well over here. Chocolate mint is just so good. If you guys never had chocolate mint, you guys need to get that. Sorry for the wind. I'm doing my best to try to shelter it. This is a Bing cherry, doing real well. Mount Morency, Burbank plum, apple tree, another plum, peach tree, a couple apple trees, blackberries. So I mean, if you guys don't know, this is all food grown around here. Anything you're seeing is basically food. Right in this section right here, let me get out of the sun. This section all here, we didn't plant any seeds this year. This is all self-seeded. The lettuce, the carrots, there's all tomatoes back there. There's borage here, the cilantro. We didn't plant any of it. Wild spinach. We didn't plant any of that. The tomatoes. This is all self-seeded, so that was nice. It makes it a lot easier to expand your garden when you don't have to do as much in the spot you planted the year before. Here's a nice little polyculture. I think I showed a picture of it at some point. It's one of my favorite spots in the garden. You got lettuce, borage. I might have named them all last video. Raspberries, and there's just so many things right there going on. So it shows you don't need a lot of space to grow food. There are tomatoes and parsley going to seed, and strawberries, more tomatoes. Those are mostly self-seeded. All tomatoes and strawberries and zucchini, potatoes. So things are growing well. This is a cherry tree we just put in, and like we said, this is calendula. No work, guys. Not really any work. So you just gotta learn to mimic nature more and sit back and get a better balance of not doing too much and doing enough, though. Because I do come in here and weed sometimes, because I don't want weeds growing here, because this is where plants grow. Because where weeds are growing, I should have a plant growing there, because I plant very densely. So I plant dense and I get the strongest plants, because I thin out plants. Like these tomatoes over here. Oops, I almost just walked right through. These tomatoes over here, I already went through and thinned them out a lot. Last year I didn't do it enough. I went through and thinned them out a lot. I'm going to go through and thin them out again. This is too thick already. So I want the biggest, best, healthy plants. And that's what I'm going for here, because I save my own seed, so it doesn't cost me a lot to plant all the seed. And if I don't plant all the seed, then I have nothing to do with it. So I want to use the most seed, get the healthiest plants, get the best genetics, and just build off those every year for my annuals. And then this way, by the time my perennials are really set and fruiting good, my annuals will be really strong. Just one of our ideas. We'll see how it goes along. Thanks for tuning in, though, guys. Thanks for following along. Please comment. Please share if you don't mind. Commenting is big too, guys, because that helps share the video. But if you think people can get inspired or get help from this, please share it, because this is simple stuff, guys. Believe me, I'm not smart or anything. This is really simple stuff. Anybody can do this, and it takes very little work. Once this initial setup is done, I barely did anything in the garden. I didn't even plant a lot of seeds in the initial gardening area, because a lot of this is expansion from a year ago. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for following along. Mr. Prigioni is out.